Beyond the Lab Coat, and in today's podcast, we have students' favorite and best ENT faculty, Sir Rajiv DHAWAN. Thank you, sir, for joining and giving us your precious time in your such a hectic schedule.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir. Sir, let's start with my seniors. Sir, what message would you like to deliver to my seniors who gave exam on this 20th January of FMG exam?
First of all, thank you, Anjali, and it's a privilege to talk to FMG through you. 20 January examination is over, and the human tendency is to look for the answers. That's very common. That's why we see so many people requesting me to put a recall also, including all faculties. So you would have seen by now I would not put the recall because
Yes.
what I believe in, that I know we want to know what the correct answers are, but we forget one thing, that this is a day we have been waiting for last 6 months, that one day will be such a day when there is no need to study and there's no guilt of not studying also. This is the day. Why not enjoy it now? I know there's a pressure. I know there's a doubt whether we make it or not. But my take on that will be, let us do something worthwhile. Like for example, you wanted to go to a restaurant or a pub, or want to visit some friends, or want to have a sleepover with some group of friends. Let's do those things. You know what? At the end of the day, exam is over. The prayer in the heart is that may everyone who worked hard should pass the examination. But let us invest these days in a fruitful manner. One suggestion more, and if you do not want to go out, you can do one thing, that you can join any hospital which is nearby as an observer, which is allowed. It's a voluntary activity, and you will have to request them to put you in ICU or emergency or the ward. You will get a perspective of medicine as a career in a better way.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Mixed emotions must be going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's absolutely, I can feel the palpitations here.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
definitely.
6 months of
Hard work.
vigorous hard work.
We all are praying for them.
Yes.
The families are praying for them, and I'm sure the people who worked hard, nature will bless their hard work.
Yes. Sir, a most demanding question from student side. Having a partner can distract one from achieving the highest in their career. What is your point of view in this?
Anjali, actually, first of all, we must accept that when we were in college versus you guys in college is a hell lot of a difference.
Yeah.
We are from the pre-smartphone era, and you belong to smartphone era, so you understand that. But humans are humans, you know that, and every relationship would have ups and downs, But you know what? When we start a relationship, maybe in the third year or second year, we start growing together, and some of the relationships get stable. They will have some issues, but most of the days will be stable days. So, but there are few relations which turn toxic.
Yeah.
Toxic means when you are having restless nights, restless days because of each other, and more than 6 months have passed like that. I'm sorry to say that, but please liberate each other. Please liberate each other and take the alternate paths from there. Do not, trouble each other further. Minimal fights here and there add glory to the, relationship. But too many things means you have a lot of conflicts. Finally is a time when if your relationship is working well, help each other to grow. Okay? But if it's not working well and you think that it will not work in the future also, please be a bit selfish. I'm sorry to say that because we should not say that on YouTube because people say very right things. I'm sorry, I can tell you the practical thing which work. If something is not working out, look within. You are the most important person in your life. Okay? And let me tell you one secret of human psychology. If something is going right with you, people will start behaving right with you. And if you're feeling or finding a failure in your life, unfortunately, you will see the other people also that they're not standing by your side. That's very this thing. So handling a relationship along with studies is to be analyzed in such a way that if it is working well, support each other to grow, support each other to pass the exam in the first go only.
Yes.
But if it's not working well, Anjali, it's time to really think about yourself. It's okay to be selfish sometimes.
Yes.
Okay? Once you reach India, I want you, all of you, to be mentally in a quiet phase so that you are able to absorb the data and remember that in a proper way. in that spirit, if two people are coming to the classes together, going back to the room together, studying together, it's adding value to their preparation, and they're happy with each other. But if it is not, please finish it over here and reach India with a fresh perspective to study only and make your life worthwhile first.
Thank you, sir. I hope you guys see to it and work accordingly. Those who are in a relationship, and to all my friends, I hope this works. Sir, as I am a final year student, sir, minimum how much subject a final year student should complete before going to their home country? What should be the strategy of a final year student?
Definitely.
Those who are preparing
Good.
for FMG.
See, the era of starting the preparation when you reach India is over. Now,
Yes, sir.
we have to understand the game is increasing its level. The FMG exam is nearing the NEET PG level very, very fast. And there's a very healthy trend among FMG students now to finish a lot of content before they reach India.
Yes, sir.
So, if I'm an FMG student and I'm in final year and I'm going to India in the middle of this year, what I would do, I'll definitely do in the first year anatomy. Okay, out of physiology and biochemistry, you should do at least one subject which you are comfortable doing, which you think you can do from your resources. Then let me come to second year. Okay, nobody should leave the country without doing pathology and pharmacology. Why I'm saying that? Because these are voluminous subject and
Yes.
very important one. If you see, pharmacology is touched by the examiner in approximately 35 to 40 questions if you combine 300 questions. So out of second year, please do pathology and pharmacology. Now the next one is the IENT can be done over here if possible, because you will get a cakewalk of 30 questions like that.
Yes, sir.
And why not to have one reading here, then we revise with us in India also. And then let me come to the medicine, because people are very scared of medicine. You should do CVS and CNS from medicine while you are in this country. Let's not target too big
much.
so that we are not able to finish it. Out of surgery, please do GIT and genitourinary. Leave the remaining general surgery, no problem. We'll handle it over there. But if you're given the GIT and genitourinary one reading and understanding, it will be very easy for you to complete the subject over there. Out of pediatrics and orthopedics, do one subject. So this is my take on this thing. If you can go beyond it, it's wonderful. I'm telling this plan for those people who are late to start, just like I am.
Sir, how to be constantly motivated, because it is a long journey, and being motivated for a long time for a student, it is a difficult task. Sir, please have a look on that.
So first of all, my suggestion to all the students is that when you look at us or any other person who's speaking on YouTube or anywhere, you think that these guys are always motivated and they have been like this since their college days, but that's not true. See, we all are mixture of positives and negatives, and
Yes.
it's not, I can't find a single person who can say that, okay, I have always been motivated since my day one of my life. It's not like that. See, we also learned like that. So what happens is, see, our brain is very analytical, and most of the time it tilts towards a failure. When it analyzes a subject, for example, medicine, I can't handle it. I can't really do it. So, and we say, will I be able to pass the FMG exam or not? Like we are so scared of the less percentage results also. See, how to really handle this kind of phase when you are really, studying and rethinking about a failure simultaneously. Just to remind yourself one thing, that the 80% of the game is in your hands. You have to always keep this in mind. Because if you keep anticipating about the result, believe me, nothing will be the positive outcome of that. The human brain is such a beautifully developed faculty, but it is overdeveloped, more developed than we handle it. What it's doing is that first thing it never leaves is what I could have done better in the past. And there's a guilt element of that. And we are feeling uneasy about ourselves only.
Yeah, thinking about result always.
Yeah.
Sir.
In the past, I could have done this better. Oh, why I did not start studying in third year? Why I did not study this in second year? My dear friends, we all are like that. Let me tell you, please liberate yourself from the guilt element that what you could have done better in the past. And second problem which Anjali brain does is it starts anticipating wrong thing happening in the future. So this overdeveloped faculty called brain has a beautiful property of not letting the past go and thinking about the bad outcome in the future. And that spoils the present, which we have today. So my take on that, it's not I was born like this, but I learned and practiced, and now I'm like that. As you can tell you, I forgive myself for the time I wasted. Since morning, maybe I wasted, but when I get this, okay, now I must make this day productive. For those 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour study, I study with focus, without any guilt, and without any feeling of failure in the future, which I have. That would make my study also more productive. So to stay motivated, I would say one thing: you do your best and leave the rest to God. But please do liberate yourself from the guilt element in your life. Just live the present properly.
Yes, sir. Sir, who is the hero of your life? Who is the person behind Sir Rajiv Dhawan?
Hero of my life is my mother.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, actually, because she is my ultimate force. She is my ultimate source of inspiration, and the kind of positivity she always has for every situation in life. She has actually influenced me in a very big way. So I would say whatever I've gained in life till today is because of her blessings or her indirect teaching which she gave me. We from a village actually. So my parents are still in that village and they love that place to live. But when I go back to meet them in between these classes and everything, I come back with more inspiration back from her. So my mother is my hero.
Okay, sir. Sir, this is an era of negativity. We all know this is an era of negativity. Sir, what keeps you such a positive person you are, such a humorous, and wherever you go, you give a positive vibe to all the students. So, sir, what is the vibe, from where you got this vibe?
Yeah. See, one thing I must tell you, though I'm from Punjab and we are supposed to have Punjabi gene into it, and we are a bit like I would say chilled out people. But let me tell you that people, when you look at them, like me also, on the like you're seeing on the screen right now, you might be thinking that this guy is always like this. Let me honestly accept it. We all have ups and downs, but these ups should be many and downs should be few. With age, we start learning that. Now, let me tell you a secret of mine actually. The happiness you're seeing on my face is not a trait I was born with. It's a habit I inculcated inch by inch. It's a habit I developed because every situation gives me two kind of reactions. One is get psyched about it, negative about it. Other is that you get, your response very calibrated. That how would you approach that problem? Now, was I like this when I was in college like you are today? No. I was reacting in a different way. But with time, I learned that when you respond to a situation negatively, you create bigger problem for yourself.
Yeah, yes.
But if you calibrate your response and see the positive in that situation and manage your response accordingly, you change the whole perspective of that situation even. So my dear friends, don't think that anyone, any YouTuber, any speaker on the YouTube, Instagram, or whichever podcast you hear, they were like this since beginning. They made themselves like this with their own failures and learning from those failures. If we can do, you can also do, no problem. And I'm sure you will do it.
Yes, sir. Because nowadays balancing positivity and negativity together is a tough task, and we as a student face it a lot, and we moreover get tilted towards a negative side, and that's how we end up in a depression and all. Most of students face depression. 90% of students are in this era. Maybe in your time it was not there, it was different. So how it was different in those times?
It actually, this social media, has been a boon, but then it has been a tough thing to handle too. I totally agree with you, and I would not use the word depression, but yes, they are into low phase called that, because we are comparative. We are actually jealous individual, and every human being is actually. It's not like that. And now, what? For example, like we're approaching an exam, like FMGE exam. Most of the time, we'll anticipate, I think I will not make it. Like that's the feeling.
Constant.
Yeah. So, what I learned is, please submit yourself to the Almighty and tell yourself, I will do my best and leave the rest to God to decide. This submission to the Almighty liberates you from that fear of failure actually. And tell it to yourself, whatever the situation may be, I will handle it, but I will do definite a good amount of hard work to make sure I pass the exam. Not this exam. In situations when you will be facing all through your life after this exam is over, FMG, there are many situations coming to your way. So please make sure, develop attitude. Whenever problem comes, whenever situation comes, ask yourself to see two answers to that. One is be volatile, react, shout, and say, I can't do it. Second is, what best I can do in this situation. This is an art we learn. Nobody is born with this art. You learn with your failures, but have a hope that one day you will achieve this balance in your life.
Yes, sir. As a professor, you know both IMGs and FMGs. Sir, what difference, the main difference you see in students, those who are graduating from foreign medical graduates and other my friends from India?
Anjali, I'm finishing my 20th year into teaching in the month of June 2024. So I must tell you that I have been working with NEET PG, INSET, IMG people for last 20 years. And for the, with FMG, I have been with them for last 12 years now. My 13th year going on. And let me tell you, in a very transparent, very clear manner, very honest manner, not to flatter anyone, IMG and FMG, both groups are same. Honestly, the eagerness to learn, the, I would say, the passion to really understand the subject. Whenever I go to now batches over the multiple countries and all that, I see, people are keen to learn. So if you ask me as an individual, as a human being, there's no difference at all. It's another way of getting educated, which I would recommend all of you as FMGs to be proud of, to be really, really proud of, that you made a choice to get medical education in the country. That doesn't mean that this person or that person is different. They are same people. I was telling the people also that if 18 lakh people appear for the NEET UG examination to become doctors, maximum 1 lakh people get the seats.
Yes, sir.
Out of 17 lakh remaining, if close to 50,000 people make this choice to go to other countries to take the education, I think it's a very legitimate democratic right they have. That does not mean that this is here or this is here. At the end of the day, FMG examination today is a very high level. And it's almost nearing the level of NEET PG level. So if we consider one exam as a benchmark to assess someone, so people who are passing the FMG examination, they're also proving that they have similar level of knowledge which an IMG would be having. So I would not like to categorize like FMG or IMG. I would always categorize a student called a medical student who has a passion to learn with equal opportunities and with equal kind of passion to make good things happen to them and ultimately to the patients also in the medical practice.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving your precious time, and it was an honor to have you on my podcast. Thank you, sir. It was the best faculty of ENT, Sir Rajiv DHAWAN.
Thank you, Anjali. Thank you, Beyond the Lab Coat, for giving me the opportunity to share my ideas about the FMG life. And it's a delight. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.